Hi, my name is Justin O'Donnell and I'm here to give you some information on spina bifida. Spina bifida is considered a low incidence or severe disability because it only occurs in around 1,500 to 2,000 babies a year out of the 4 million born. The purpose of this presentation is to help families who recently discovered their child has spina bifida learn about the disability as well as provide resources for early intervention or future prevention. This resource can also help teachers who recently acquired a student in their classroom with spina bifida. It will help them learn about the disability and give them more information how they can advocate for their student and also accommodate their teaching strategies. So what is spina bifida? Spina bifida occurs in the womb. It happens when a woman is about 29 days pregnant. Spina bifida is linked to a folic acid deficiency combined with genetic predisposition to a neural tube defect in women. The term spina bifida means split spine. It is a birth malformation in the closure of the spinal column characterized by exposure of the spinal cord. So the effects of spina bifida are dependent on the location and severity of the problem area. The problem area would be defined as the exposed spine. Now, without all of that technical jargon, that basically means that spina bifida occurs when a portion of the neural tube fails to close properly, causing nerve damage. Now, there are three types of spina bifida. The most serious and common type of spina bifida is myelomeningocele. That's when the spinal cord and nerves come through an opening in the baby's spine, which causes nerve damage and other disabilities like hydrocephalus. Hydrocephalus is one of the leading causes of cognitive development in individuals with spina bifida, which we will get into in a little bit. The next form of spina bifida is meningocele, which is a little bit more of a minor form of spina bifida, where a fluid-filled sac comes out of the spine, forming a bump on your back. Nerve fluid stays in the sac, which contributes to there not being as much nerve damage. And the last form of spina bifida is spina bifida occulta, which is a very mild form of spina bifida. This is often referred to as the hidden spina bifida because individuals don't tend to realize they have it. Actually, 15% of healthy people have it and don't experience the adverse effects. This brings up the question, is there a prevention to spina bifida? Well, the cause is unknown, but as previously stated, spina bifida often occurs around 29 days after a woman gets pregnant. So we do know a lot about some of the risk factors that contribute to spina bifida. One being a folate deficiency. So it's recommended that women who have a genetic predisposition for a neural tube defect take 5 milligrams of folic acid daily before and during pregnancy. Parents often wonder how spina bifida can affect their child. We're going to break that down into 6 categories dealing with development, communication, and self-determination. The aforementioned nerve damage caused by spina bifida can cause hydrocephalus. Hydrocephalus is directly related to lower cognitive function and below average intellectual skills. Cognitive deficits may impair academic ability, motor ability, verbal memory, perception, and speech fluency. Other cognitive impairments associated with spina bifida are attention/memory difficulty, auditory and visual difficulty, and difficulty with literacy. Next, we're going to touch base on the adverse effects that physical development have on individuals with spina bifida. The higher up the problem area is in relation to the spine, the more areas below will suffer from loss of feeling and or use. And let's remember, the problem area is defined as the exposed nerve. It's not uncommon for individuals with spina bifida to suffer from complete paralysis. The development of hydrocephalus often requires a shunt that drains fluid from your brain to your abdomen, causing it to appear enlarged. Other physical development issues for individuals with spina bifida are they can develop skin rashes and gastrointestinal problems. Those with minimal movement are at a higher risk for developing diabetes and high blood pressure. Some factors that challenge social development for individuals with spina bifida are frequent illness, fatigue, learning problems, difficulty understanding social interactions, limited mobility, restrictive environments, and self-imposed feelings of being an outsider. Now, some things that strengthen social skills development are providing a variety of ways to interact with individuals of all abilities, participating in age-appropriate social groups like clubs, sports, after-school activities, and developing positive attitudes in individuals with spina bifida. Self-determination has been a hot topic in research lately for individuals of all abilities. Being able to feel free to live as you choose, to make decisions on your own, and to advocate yourself is an important skill to have to be successful in life, and that's why it's focused so much in individuals with intellectual disabilities and low incidence disabilities. So how does individuals with spina bifida, how are they affected? How is their self-determination affected? And a research study showed that individuals scored lower in their self-perception of athletic competence, social acceptance, and scholastic competence. But what I found was extremely interesting is this concept of global self-worth. Global self-worth is how a child perceives their value as a person, with factors that include overall satisfaction with how they are leading their life. Individuals with spina bifida have scored similar to their typically developing peers in regards to their global self-worth. They also scored similar in terms of their perception on physical appearance and behavioral conduct. Individuals with spina bifida have difficulties with speech production, the construction of meaning, and pragmatic communication. In other terms, social communication and striking up conversations. The difficulty with using social language in communication is directly tied to individuals with spina bifida's behavioral development. Social developmental factors can affect the behavioral development of individuals with spina bifida. Here I have outlined some educational adaptations that you can use to help advocate your child in the previous 5 aforementioned topics of education: social self-determination, behavioral and emotional, and communication. Starting with education, you can create a pattern for work routines to develop a procedural memory of completing essential tasks. You can also give your child the opportunity to draw conclusions from different pieces of information to help them develop meaning. In the social category, if students use wheelchairs where possible, you can place yourself at their eye level when talking to them. You can also foster opportunity for social interactions with their same age peers. The aforementioned self-determination category, it's great to teach your son or daughter about his or her disability to foster self-advocacy, as well as ample opportunities to be in control of their own lives. In the behavioral/emotional category, you can use social behavior mapping to explicitly teach expected and unexpected behaviors in relevant situations pertinent to your student, son or daughter's life. And in communication, you can use structured play simulations to elicit and teach communicable tools applicable to the unique needs of each individual with spina bifida. All families are impacted differently. It's important to learn as much as possible about early intervention and resources available to ensure the best quality of life for all individuals. One specific impact on families that I researched is families oftentimes need to make accommodations to make their home wheelchair accessible.